Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Draw play, it's Eckler. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. Just taking a stand.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, ready. Mike back two, Mike back two. Ready. 52, Mike, 52.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the right, 52. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got it. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
2nd and 5. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, cut, go to base. 2. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He completes this one to Mack. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard against it.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Twisting away. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go one more.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Odell Beckham, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last the time. Okay, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Don't let it free. Play it top deep. Hey, turn it up. 55 months.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash, wait. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Again, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now back to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the
and look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and for them a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
He's coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Gain of 7. And the Chargers' first down.
Here's Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Going on the ground with Eckler.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Push him back.
Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing.
Under pressure and And down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Shifts by him. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Eckler. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Jackson, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be fourth down as well. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the 6. I got you. Say.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. This complete left side to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. You remember me? Let's go.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Mike, 58, right there. It's a party now. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Wilson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And now the juke. And he lost the football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Here we go. Switch the outlaw. Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Come on. Mike, 55.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. They'll get this one to Galladay. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go, man.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike Bartu. It's been a long day for you. Mike,
2nd and 15. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Steps away to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught left side by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Raiders' 24-yard line.
And oh, he coughed it up. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 25 yards that time.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now he's flushed out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 48, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean them.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 59 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, Lobo. Check, 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 check.
And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they will take a knee here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. Look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 58, Raiders 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.